It's morning for me. Welcome to today's video. Today we are going to the Arena Eventing Championships at Aston-le-Walls. It's the British Arena Eventing Championships. That's a whole mouthful. But I'm not on until 2 minutes past 3. So it's been a bit of a slower start. I am just getting to the farm now. It's about 9 o'clock. Well, I'm just leaving. There's a little Milo face. What are you doing? Hello? Anyway, I'm just leaving to go to the farm now, and I cleaned all my tack a couple of days ago, so that's all done, but I do have to pack the lorry, sort out Rebel in terms of his stable and stuff, his day-to-day stuff, and also clean him because he is pretty grim. I'm going to hopefully have time to wash his mane and his tail, scrub his feet, and give him a good hot cloth. Then if I have time, I want to plait him, because I wasn't going to, and then I looked, we went last year to this same competition and I had plaited him last year and he looked really good in the pictures. So we may, if we have time, plait as well, but I'm not making myself do that. That's just if I get a chance to. Anyway, I'm gonna head up the farm and start my jobs, and we'll catch up with you in a bit. Hello, young sir. How are we doing this morning? Hello. Hello. Got to sort your smelly house out first, and then we're on clean up. Yes, we are. You're nice and shiny though. That's good. But yes, this needs sorting out, doesn't it? What? No. So I've also got bathing prep underway. Got the water bucket filling. And then I've got the urn on. We don't actually have a hot shower here or any of those fancy gadgets. So instead we bought a ginormous tea urn, and we get that going and fill that with, obviously get that boiling the water so that you've always got some boiling water on tap to mix with your cold, so you're not bathing in super cold water in the winter, because that's never fun. Right, it is bath time. Isn't it? It is bath time. I'm going to start with tail, actually first, I'm going to give him a brush first, actually. Brush first, and then I'll wash his tail, so then the urn can get up to full temperature, and then we'll do his mane and his feet last, is the plan. Let's get cracking. The washing done so far. He's now doing me a lovely parcel. Thanks for that. Says you're welcome. But I now need a hot cloth. Do not stand in that. Don't you dare. So, Josh, honestly, I'm going to grab the stuff I used the hot cloth with. Obviously the urn is now practically boiling, and I will show you what I do when I do a hot cloth. So when I do my hot clothing, I use this NAF skin wash. It just really helps to make it, because it's the skin when you do a hot cloth that is what you're trying to bring the oils out of, to encourage the shine and remove the grease. So this skin wash is it's really good. You can just use baby oil, it's pretty good too. Excuse me! Hey, shush, 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 shush! Thank you. Now we have got calm again. Yeah, I just put, so this is my urn full of warm water. Would you shush? You're being a pest because I'm bored. So, take my jug. I'm going to fill this, not too full because obviously I'm only wiping wiping him over. The dog's being very noisy as well. Everybody's being noisy. So a couple of jugs of the water, and then I think for a hot cloth it is hot towel wash, 1 cupful into 5 litres of hot water, not boiling. So this obviously isn't boiling anymore, it is very hot though, so I will probably put some cold into it, but let's get the wash in the bucket. There we go. Now I'm going to add a bit of cold into that because it is rather warm. Cool. And now it doesn't want to be boiling, but it does want to be quite hot. So as long as I can stand it on my hands just, then we'll be good. If it's too cold, it won't draw the oils enough, which is the mistake I think some people make. It's called a hot cloth for a reason. It has to be quite hot. Right, so I'm going to whip his rug off and get started.
Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind.
Now the next important thing, once you've done the hot cloth, is to get the rugs on as quickly as possible to keep all that heat in. There we go, so that kind of captures all of that heat and gets the oils locked into the hair and the skin, if that makes any sense. If you like my makeshift neck cover, it's a little tiny ponies rug with a neck cover. I just took on top. Right, I think I've got everything. Going through it all. Numner, half pad, saddle, girth, bridle with the pelham on, breastplate, neck strap, got a whip in here. I think that's everything I need from in here. Now I need to go into there and get everything out that lives in there that I need in here, all like all my competition gear, like my hats and boots and stuff, because Mum's going in this, and I'm going in this. Mum's going through some dressage today, so Dad's taking me in Big Bertha, and Mum's going in Amazon Prime. Right, boots. Oh, they're actually grim. I need to sort those out. Forgot about that. Hat, number bib, important. Got my bib nets, need that. This hat bag has all my hair and spurs and stuff in it, so that needs to come too. I think that's everything out the front. Now I need body protector and stuff. I think that's in the back. Nearly forgot my jumping boots. I do need to go get my overreach boots as well. They're actually hanging up drying still from cross country on Tuesday. So yes, need to go and get those. And then I think that's everything for Rebs. I think. Who knows though. Right, a few hours on. Got all my gear on. Done my stop ready. We're just about to stop for some fuel. Obviously already en route. And we shall show you when we get there. Dad's driving, obviously. Thought if I get all ready, then I'm ready to roll when we get there, if we're a little bit late, which we may well be. So we are actually quite late now. Everything seems to be going wrong on the way there. Was all on time and happy for ages, and then the pump that we're trying to use, well, we needed fuel in the first place, which I had not anticipated and let into my timings, and then the pump that Dad tried to use was not happy, so we had to go in and they had to swap it to pay at cashier rather than pay at pump, and then I tried to make him a coffee in the shop and both coffee machines weren't working. It's all coming wrong. Oh, but it's only arena eventing. There's no stress. We're just gonna rock up when we rock up and have a little whiz round, come home again. No stress. If we're a bit late, it'll just be all a bit chaotic when we get there. We'll just get him ready, and I think what we'll probably do is go down to the arena all ready to go with Rebs, you know, ride down, and then look at the course when I'm down there, because it's a long trek from what I remember from the car park to the actual arenas. So I think it makes sense to just trek down there with everything ready to roll, and then I can hop off, have a look at the course, and then hop on, warm in, and jump. Thankfully, he doesn't need tons of working in. He's not one of those that needs hours of work, so hopefully it'll be a pretty quick warm up and get going. But it is what it is, and they will just have to wait for me. I hope they do wait for me. I haven't actually said as well, but I'm a little bit under the weather today. I don't know if you've been able to tell. I've got this lingering cough that won't leave, and I don't feel like full-blown ill, but I just feel a little bit crappy, which doesn't help. But we're not going to focus on that. We are going to focus forward and be positive, and we're going to have a good day when we eventually get there. I have, however, gone and got us a load of snackaroos. So we've got a meal deal each and 4 bars of Snickers to work our way through. And then because the coffee machine wasn't working, I've got Dad one of them, you know, cold brew coffee things to hopefully keep him awake, because he was at the rugby yesterday. Well, he wasn't at the rugby, he was watching the rugby. So he's a little worse for wear today, but not too bad, thankfully. Right, we have made it, haven't we, Rebby Ruth? Yes, I am munching. It is very, very windy. Very windy, Rebs. So the rest of this video might be just voiceover, because as soon as we get out there, you're not going to be able to hear a single word I say, because I'm going to be doing my best to just not get blown off. As you can see, we did plant. It's a championship. I feel like you should look smart, even though we are just arena eventing. So it is about 10 past 2. I'm on at 2 minutes past 3, so I need to get cracked on. So I'm going to get him ready and get all me ready, and then head down there and look at the course once I'm down there. is the plan, rather than traipse all the way down there and then come back and get ready. Just want to be down there so at least we can just get going when the time comes. So I've done my bib nets, got my number bib ready to roll. I need to give my boots a wipe over and get my hat and body protector on, and then get him ready. Right, we're almost ready to roll. Just got to get his bridle on. It's not that bad because we're parked with the wind coming to the front of the lorry. So even with the back open, in here it's actually not too bad, but it is horrific out there. So yeah, let's get going. Okie dokie, so here we go. The course was very difficult to figure out from not walking it, just watching people go. But we got there in the end and we have figured it out. I was really, really pleased with this show jumping round. We've got the Pelham in because I need it for the cross country, and also when he's in these big open spaces to show jump, he gets so keen that I need some extra brakes basically. Like you can see here, he just wants to expand into everything, and I have to have the ability to make him listen and come back to me and not run through the bridle, which is what he likes to do. We have a little bit of bouncing here as he tried to get the right lead, and then we're on the right lead, and then he just jumps really nicely and reacts beautifully when I say, okay, we got in deep, now let's move on. But in general, I was really pleased with this round. I felt like it was a lot more rhythmic than some of the others we've done recently, and I was definitely getting in a better flow with having these extra breaks. I wasn't hanging on to him quite as much as I have done in the last couple of rounds. But yeah, so lovely clear in the show jumping, and we now head out onto the cross country. It's a great vantage point from up on the mound that Dad's filming on, so you really do get to see everything. And yeah, he was just keen and loving it and feeling absolutely fantastic. He has a little bit of a look going into the water where he's like, oh, okay, that's a bit different. But he's always going, he's more than happy. As you can see, I put a coat on because the wind was so horrible. I was going to go straight through my base layer, so I put a coat on to protect myself from the elements. And yeah, little double of houses there, pop straight up. He's just cruising. It's just so easy for him. He didn't feel strong. He didn't feel, out of control. He was just pootling around in this big, lovely rhythm of his, meeting every single fence on a beautiful shot, just like that. And then we head up towards the steps here, and he's just motoring along, but it doesn't even feel fast. It doesn't look fast. It's just his rhythm. Which was really nice to feel him just be so solid, and he felt like a professional. He looked like a professional. I was just really, really pleased with him. He's just coming into his own so much this year. It's just fantastic to feel. We have a big skinny back there in that far arena, and then we come back through here to do a little house, which is the only one we get a short one at, because I actually forgot we got that to jump. And then here we have the ditch, and he was like, oh yeah, okay. There's never even a question anymore. And a lovely shot to the last cross-country jump. And then here is where my intrusive thoughts won. And I made this turn back to the joker fence, and I went, I can't see a stride. So I hung on, and we had it down, which I was so frustrated with myself for, because he jumped beautifully and did not deserve to have that pole down. But nevertheless, I was so pleased with him. Right, we are all done. That was pretty fast and furious in terms of get there, get ready, get on, get down there, do the thing, get back, get unready, get on, get home. It's the thing when you're on late, you just don't want to hang around when you're done. Anyway, regardless, really, really pleased with Rebel. So pleased. He felt incredibly confident, and just took everything on. Was relaxed and happy, coming back to me when I needed him to. Going every stride he hit was perfect. Yeah, really, really pleased. However, did I need to hang on to that joker fence? No, I did not. He did not deserve to have that down after such a superb round. And it was all my fault. But I wasn't here to win trophies. I was here for another good, solid round of jumps over solid fences. And that's exactly what he had and did. And now we can think full steam ahead towards the first event of the season, which is next week, which is really exciting. But yeah, he was absolutely epic, and I couldn't have asked for any more from him, especially considering these are his worst weather conditions. When it's windy and a little bit of rain, he hates it. But he dug deep today and just felt so professional. That's my takeaway from today. He felt incredibly professional today. Like, he just knew the job. He was just like, it's fine, Mum, I got this. I know exactly what I'm doing. Which is great. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you and get blown away on the way home. Hopefully not. And I'll see you on the next one, which will be our first event, which was exciting. Bye. Hello, me again. I know I'd already said we're goodbye, but just looked on eventing scores at the results, and it doesn't really matter that we had the Joker down in the end, because we were 30 seconds too fast. So even if he'd have jumped, if I hadn't made the mistake and we'd have had a clear in the a double clear all the way around, we still would have been 30 seconds too fast. Which is quite hilarious, because I thought he was going at a really nice pace, but obviously he's practically at novice speed already, and he wasn't wild and he wasn't taking flyers or anything. He was just in a really nice rhythm. So that makes me feel a little less bad about cocking up at the last fence.